Good afternoon, everyone. Virgo here. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. So, most of you remember the consistent videos that I would put up on Miss April LaJune. Now, let me go over this with you for those of you that don't remember. April LaJune is a well-known fraudster. She is a scam artist from get-go, okay? Even her own children came out and spoke out against her because she had so many scams going. For those of you that would like to actually see the interviews that I did with her children that spoke up about the scams that she was doing, they're in the playlist called April LaJune Scams, or rather April LaJune Fraud, on my homepage. If you know anything about April LaJune, you know to expect the unexpected, because under regular circumstances, she comes out and claims that she's going to quit broadcasting. She does this as kind of to catapult off a new scam, and this time it's no different. So I was provided this document by one of my subscribers that used to subscribe to April, who almost got scammed by April. And as a result, she's kept me abreast of what April is up to now. So here we go. I need for you to keep in mind, April's not a very happy person right now. Although she's still able to broadcast on YouTube and a couple of other places, she has been removed from several different platforms, including Facebook, I believe. And the biggest thing about it is that she's no longer allowed to collect any money from a regular merchant platform. So, for example, PayPal, nope. They said, she's a scam artist. We're not dealing with it. Her regular merchant account was originally shut down. My understanding is she has another one that's not nearly as careful about scams at this point, but sooner or later they will shut her down. She at one point had to accept cash or check or cash or money order because she just couldn't get anybody to accept her on a payment platform. She's not allowed to make any AdSense money on YouTube anymore because she is running scams, and they do not want to monetize those things. So here is the page that was actually sent to me by the person that almost got scammed by her. And it says, "I quit. I've had enough. I'm tired of being bullied online and offline. I get no peace anywhere, whether I'm at home or out. I liked broadcasting, but it's apparent I'm not going to be able to continue. Thanks, everyone." And you can see this comes directly off of her webpage, her aprillajune.com webpage. And this is the web version of it. So, okay, here we go now. I'm going to provide you with what came up directly after this, and you will see that this is how she generally functions. Here we go. You can see this is another page, and off of her website. This is the web view of it. And she quotes Isaiah 41 on here, of course. And she says, after much encouragement, I didn't know there were so many online who actually read what I have to say or even were interested. Yeah, right. So because of you, I'm going to do what I intended to do in the first place. I'm going to treat this bully just like I did the drug dealers in Antonito and expose this guy. The reason is if he's doing it to me, he's doing it to others and will continue. You will be surprised at who he is, what he said, and how he is trying to destroy others. I will be posting a website link I would like you to pass around later in the week. You'll get all the information there. Let's continue. So you can see that through here, there's, she's doing her normal broadcasting, very alt-right type of broadcasting, and, claiming that the audits are producing results and all of these different things. And then you go down here. Okay, here we go. Ready? How you can help. Keep in mind, her subscribers all got these. Some of you are aware that I've been getting harassed and bullied by my landlord. Now, funny, but I thought she was talking about somebody online. But now all of a sudden it's her landlord. So let's read. How is it that we can help Miss LaJune? This is referenced above, and I'll be exposing this in a series of links. I announced I had a water leak in the house about 3 months ago, and the landlord has tried every way he can to weasel out of paying for the repairs. He tried to say he couldn't pay the plumbers if I don't give him the money. I thought this was odd since he's a multimillionaire living on one of the most luxurious pieces of property in Independence. He drives a brand new Escalade and has every gadget known to man in his spacious garage. He lounges by his pool when he is not harassing me and trying to pretend I'm at fault for every problem that I didn't cause. After about a month and a half of telling him this water issue was getting worse and having to get rid of my living room furniture just to clear out the wet rooms to avoid water damage, the landlord finally decided to put his foot in the house and see what the problem is. He said at the time, "Wow, you've been living like this?" Of course, what did he think? I just let my household items sit in water until he decides to do something? So after stuffing the living room full of books, papers, household items, some plumbers came over. It was a broken drain according to them, so after they replaced it, everything was left awry, including pulling up a carpet that was literally soaked to the gills with water. Fast forward to him bringing over a contractor. I say contractor because it didn't appear this guy was a carpenter, especially after I told him he did a very bad job on the floor if he installed it, and the landlord had paid $10,000 in a remodel, and he didn't even lift his head from his phone. Now, I'm listening to the landlord explain to this guy what happened, and the first thing out of his mouth is, this is where she ruined the floor when she overflowed the tub. Excuse me? When did the plumbers ever say I was overflowing the tub, and how does that equate to a broken drain? So I interpreted him and straightened him out, him and straightened him out, to which he said I was taking too many baths. I shouldn't be taking so many baths, because if I would curb my hygiene habits, this would have never happened. Of course, I was appalled. Who wouldn't be? You should be able to take a bath or shower every day, every hour, without having to get permission from our landlord to go over your monthly showering and bath quota. He literally stood there and argued with me when I told him this is absurd. As he was throwing darts, he also informed me the cabinets were freshly installed, and so was the floor right before I had moved in. He also proceeded to show me a gas heater, which had never been in the living room since I moved in. Because I was very suspicious of this contractor, I confronted him and said, "Since John here is saying you did the work, how long ago did you do it?" He said about 2 to 3 years ago. Really? They both said no one has lived here since that time except me. Of course this isn't true. Never has been true. I've got photos of what it looked like when I moved in, and it's a whole debacle that he will lose if he wants to go to court. So yesterday and the day before, he has been sending me threatening text messages and bullying me because I said I'm not going to have people coming through the house when it looks like a terrible mess. That triggered a whole lot more abusive text messages, and he also admitted he would be willing to commit a crime just to harass me. Not kosher. I'll post all of his text messages online shortly. The bottom line is having to deal with a harassing landlord who refuses to fix a water issue, trying to bully me into paying for it, and then lying about the circumstances all day through text messages is taking a toll on my health. I'm literally so tired by 9 a.m. just from dealing with this immature person. It wipes me out for the rest of the day, and I can't concentrate on you, the broadcast, or getting this paperwork out the door so you guys can move into a position of strength against tyranny. However, there is a very real way you can help me out here and remedy this entire situation. First is a metal laser cut flag I'm going to give away to someone who has donated $10. If you decide you'd like a chance at winning this flag, just send a $10 donation to my Cash App, which is $April LaJune. For every $10 you donate, I'll put you in a drawing for each one. So if you give $30, you get 3 tries. I'm putting these names in a barrel, a tumbling barrel, and we'll draw the winner on September 10th and announce who it is. The second thing you can do to help me is I've got to raise $6,000, which will allow me to purchase a house where I no longer have a landlord and I'll be able to peacefully broadcast without interference. Here's why it matters to you. Myself and other independent broadcasters are fighting an all-out propaganda war, both online and in real time. Just daily broadcasting alone takes a lot of energy, besides the research time to make sure we've got all the facts and figures right. My job is to arm you with knowledge, she says. So you can go out and red pill other people, and we're just a big truth machine that needs to keep a rolling. If we don't work together, everything stops on our side and they win. I realize they are in destruction mode, but it's like at the end of a video game when the big boss comes out and takes you tons of weapons, ammo, and time to defeat this guy. We're there now. We're in this fight together. I've already helped one patriot out of captivity, and I'd like to do that a bit more. Wow, you were collecting $30,000 a month for almost a year, April, and you've only helped out one? Jeez. Not only can the broadcast help them with understanding and knowledge, it is a means to free the world from tyranny. I have to have your help, thus purchasing a house with a big yard. The home you see in the corner above actually looks a lot nicer in the photo than it does in real life, but the one thing that it has going for it is there's no cracks in the foundation. It's a solid house. I will have to put a lot of elbow grease into it just to live there, but you'll be able to see what's going on in the house because it needs a lot of work. I'll be broadcasting from the living room, so you'll be able to see how it transforms from an ugly house. It's pretty ugly unless you're fond of gray and fuchsia, to a studio for the America Matters radio show. At the moment, it's very dirty inside, but the man who is willing to own or finance it says he has all new replacement windows he's throwing into the deal. I just have to change them out. I've got a lot of cleanup trash to do before I can move there. There's no holes in the walls or crazy electrical outlets about ready to zap you. It does have a clean bathroom, yeah, and a clean bedroom, yeah, again. I guess she means yay. Whatever. I really believe this is the place we're supposed to be, and I need your help to do it. I've got a deadline of September 13th to get this money raised. He wants to close that week, so I've got to be ready. That will take me a few days to move there, and then I don't care if we're among the boxes. I'll broadcast from there and keep going if you guys will help. If I don't reach the goal, I'll probably just hang it up. It's too much stress to deal with a bullying landlord and try to deal with all the other bullies. I have no sanctuary from these people. I need to be able to concentrate. Won't you help right now with a donation towards the $6,000? I'll put your name in the drawing, and you've got 2 reasons to help with this. We both win when we work together. Donations can be given through Cash App at $April LaJune, Zelle, April at April LaJune, over the phone by credit card, or money order and check to P.O. Box 401, Independence, Missouri. Let's show the Democrats what Build Back Better really means. April LaJune, scammer in charge. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea if she actually reached her goal, but this is the kind of bullshit that you find with someone who is desperate to get money right away for something that they want, probably an automobile or something of that sort, or just is running low on their regular monthly scams, so therefore they need to come up with some bullshit. This is not the first time that April has claimed that she's going to quit. This is probably the 10th time since I have been looking into April LaJune scams. I'm just letting everyone know. Make sure you pay very close attention to the people that you're giving money to. Make sure that when something actually does pop up, that they don't have a history of scamming others. Because I can tell you, April LaJune absolutely does for a very, very long time now. Everyone take care and have a good evening. Bye-bye.